Hello, students. A very good morning to you all. Today, we are going to begin with a new chapter, that is chapter number 8. Okay, chapter number 8. The name of the chapter is Our Natural Resources, Water and Soil. Our natural resources, water and soil. Now, in the previous chapter, you learnt about the two natural resources. I repeat, you learnt about the two natural resources, that is forests and wildlife. Okay, forests and wildlife. Forest is a large area of land thickly covered with trees in India. Okay, now we learnt about the types of forest. Then we learnt about the today in this chapter we are going to learn about the two natural resources, that is water and soils. Okay, now if I talk of water, our natural resource water. Water, as you all know, it's very essential for our life. We cannot just imagine anything without water. Okay, early in the morning, from the time you wake up till the time you go to bed, imagine how much water we use for all the activities that we do. Okay, drinking, bathing, cooking, washing, and growing crops, etc. We keep on using water in all different ways. We know that 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with oceans. 3/4 of earth's surface is covered with oceans. Now, but most of this water is salty. Okay, salty water which is not suitable for drinking or cooking. Okay, water is plenty. India is having huge surface of water area, but that water is salty and not fit for drinking and cooking. So for that fresh water we need. Which water we need? We need fresh water. Fresh water which is used by us, that exists in lakes, rivers, streams and ponds. The water that we use is, where does it exist? Exist means where is it found? It is found in lakes, rivers, streams and ponds. These are the places where we can find the fresh water. Our main source of fresh water, I repeat, our main source of fresh water is rain. In India, farmers depend on the monsoon rains for their crops. Okay, we all know that it rains in the monsoon season. The farmers, they sow the seeds and they keep on waiting for the rains to fall, so that whichever seeds they have sown can be grown into crops. Okay, our farmers depend, most of them depend on the rain. Okay, but rainfall is not uniform throughout India. Uniform means it does not rain equally at all places. Sometimes at some places it rains heavily, at some places less rainfall, some places no rainfall. This year you can see it's raining plenty. Now it's at some places the rivers are over flooded. Okay, they have to open the doors of the rivers for the water to be drawn. Okay, so the places that receive rainfall in plenty, more than enough, it is actually harming the situation. Okay, now the monsoons provide rain only for a few months in a year. Whole year it does not rain, only in rainy season it rains. Okay, so for farmers things are at times very difficult. Earth is the only planet on which there is water present in liquid form. I repeat, we might not be knowing, Earth is the only planet on which the water is present in liquid form. Okay, so please remember, it can be asked in Did you know this question in maybe fill in the blank, true or false, whichever way, okay? Now, what we learned, essential use of water. Water is very, very essential for our life. We drink, we bath, we cook, we wash clothes, we grow crops, and what not. Life without water is just unimaginable. Most of the water that is there on the earth's surface not suitable for drinking. So for drinking, the place where water exists is lakes, rivers, streams, and ponds. One main source is the fresh rainwater. Okay, now the farmers depend on the monsoon rains for their crops, but rainfall is not uniform as we discussed. Okay, so keeping all this in mind, since it does not rain throughout the year, it rains only a few months in a year. So, keeping these things in mind, irrigation. Now, you must be thinking, what is irrigation? Farmers need water throughout the year to grow crops. Throughout the year, we eat vegetables? Yes. Throughout the year, we need food grains? Yes. Throughout the year, we need fruits? Yes. Okay. So, for that, farmers have to work throughout the year to grow crops. Now, since they need water to grow crops throughout the year and it does not rain throughout the year, therefore, we need to conserve water. Conserve, okay, the new word. Conserve means to store water. Conserve means to store water by building canals, dams, reservoirs, and tanks. I repeat, we need to conserve water. Okay, conserve water by building canals, dams, reservoirs, and tanks. We take a simple example of our house. Okay, we need water and we store. Okay, on every house there is a storage tank. In a building also there are storage tanks. Okay, syntax tanks, black color tanks, you must have seen. All the houses, all. Simple, leave the tanks. Oh, think of our kitchen where mama does all the cooking work. There is a earthen pot in which water is stored. Earthen pot, we call it matka, from which we drink water. Okay, so we need to store water for every purpose. Okay, therefore, we can store water by building canals, dams, reservoirs, and tanks. You must have heard the names of the dams in Rajkot. Aji Dam, Nyari Dam. Okay, these days they are flooded with water due to heavy rains. Okay, now if I talk of canals, canals are channels that are dug in the ground to take water from rivers to the fields. Now, river water, if I want to take to the fields to grow crops. Okay, so I am going to make use of channels, okay, which are in the canals. In some places, wells are dug. Wells are dug to bring out the underground water to the surface. In the wells, there is a water deep down the well. There is water. Okay, so to bring that water on the surface, underground water I want to bring to the surface. When underground water is found very deep below the surface, holes are dug with the help of machines to reach the water. Okay, now to reach the water, we must have seen at our house also there are underground this machines to pump out the water. We call it deep well. Okay, when the corporation water gets over, which is not sufficient at times, we take help from our deep wells to get the water which is in the underground surface of the earth. Thus, tubes are sunk through these holes. The underground water is brought, I repeat, the underground water is brought to the surface through these tubes, which with the help of an electric or diesel pump. Okay, with the help of the electric or diesel pumps. Now, the tube well supplying water for irrigation in the field is shown in the picture. Is shown in the picture. In this picture, we can see the tube well means the water is brought out with the help of pipes, electric fitting, and it is brought to the surface through the tubes, which is seen in the picture. And what is this water being used for? This water is being used for irrigation in the fields. Irrigation means growing of crops. As I told you, we need fruits, vegetables, and all food grains in our day to day life. Okay, for farmers, the life is very difficult. They really just cannot go on a vacation. Like we studying in school have vacation for 2 months, but in those 2 months, farmers are continuously on duty, on work. They keep on growing crops because to fulfill the needs of the people. Okay, now, this is called a tube well, which you can see in the picture. Tube wells are used for irrigation in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, and Gujarat. Why? Because at these places the rainfall is not sufficient. So, this facility of this tube well is required. In some places, it is difficult to dig wells. I repeat, in some places it is difficult to dig wells. Here, rainwater is stored in tanks and ponds, and the later they are used for agriculture. This is most common in South India. In South India, the water is stored in tanks and ponds, and later on, whenever they need, they use the stored water. Okay. Now, you must have heard the name of the dam. Okay, here in Rajkot, Aji Dam, Nyari Dam. Okay, dams are walls built across the river. Big river is there, and then to stop the river water from being flown, walls are built so that the water can be stored and hold back. Okay, so dams are walls built across river to hold back the flow of water so that the water does not flow away. But these walls have special gates. These walls have special gates called sluice gates. I repeat, sluice gates, which can be opened and closed to control the flow of water. I repeat, which can be opened and closed to control the flow of water. Water is stored in a reservoir. Reservoir means artificial lake behind the dam. Canals are dug to take the stored water to the fields where it is required. Where it is required. Now the dams, when the rainfall is more than required, at times you must have heard or you must have also seen in the television, they open the gates of the dam. Okay, they open the doors so that the water flows away and does not damage the river. Sorry, damage the dams. Okay, to avoid that destruction being caused, they allow the water by opening the doors, and they warn the people living in the lowland areas. They first give the warning to the people living in the low level areas so that they can vacant that place and shift to somewhere else at a safer. Sometimes even government makes arrangement. They shift them. The people I am talking about, those who stay in huts and those who don't have pakka houses, they stay in kacha houses which can be flown away, drawn with the water. Okay, so at times when government declares an emergency, they are being at times shifted to the places for their safety. This step at times government takes when it is raining heavily continuously. Okay, now in a dam, I repeat, in a dam, water is made to fall from a great height to generate electricity. I repeat, in a dam, water is made to fall from a height, from very big height, water is fallen to generate electricity. This is also known as hydroelectricity. Hydro means connected with water. Hydro means connected with water because water is used to produce it. Water is used to produce it. Dams also control floods. Dams also control floods and help in breeding fish. I repeat, dams also help in controlling floods. Means they are storing the water which does not run away out, and they control the flood situation and help in breeding fish. Because what happens if the rainfall is more than requirement, and if the gates are open, all the water is flowing away to the low level areas. Even the marine creatures are harmed. Marine creatures means the fish and the sea creatures, they all also flow out with the water and die. We know that fish cannot stay without water, so it's difficult for them also. Okay, now tomorrow we are going to discuss about the multi-purpose projects. I repeat, tomorrow we shall be discussing about the multi-purpose projects. Today what we did was water being the most important thing of our life which we cannot imagine about without water. Okay, just imagine the moment you wake up in the morning and sometimes there is no light. Mama has forgot to switch on the motor at night and the upper tank is also empty, no water coming in taps. Imagine if we have to sit without water just for, even I should say, half a day. It's really very difficult. Okay, all the things are held up. Your brushing and cooking and bathing and washing clothes and all work remains pending, because without water we cannot imagine anything. Okay, now if I talk of farmers, farmers also they rely upon the monsoon rains. They always depend upon the monsoon. Before monsoon they all do pre monsoon preparations, means growing of seeds, and the land is all brought under cultivation, and crops are grown. Then they need to water them regularly. The water if not available, then they have to bring down from canals. They dug the channels in the ground to take the river water to the fields. In some places wells are dug, the water is brought up, the underground water is brought to the surface through the tubes, and with the help of electric pump. Okay, electric motor is fixed, switch on, water up comes through the pipes. Okay, this is called a tube well. Tube wells are used for irrigation in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat. As I told you, at these places the rainfall is very less, so for the farmers to grow crops they depend upon the water through tube wells. Now dams have gates which are called sluice gates. Okay, in time of emergencies, the sluice gates are opened and closed to control the flow of water. And water is stored in a reservoir. Reservoir means it's an artificial lake behind the dam. Canals are dug to take the stored water to the fields where it is required. Wherever the water is required, this is taken over there. Now, the last thing that we studied today was about the hydroelectricity. If I ask you what is hydroelectricity, in a dam when water is made to fall from a great height. I repeat, in a dam when water is made to fall from a great height, it generates electricity. It's known as hydroelectricity. It means electricity generated from water is called hydroelectricity because water is used to produce it. And dams also control floods and help in breeding fish. Now we have completed 51 page and half of 52. It is expected by you to read whatever we have done today. Okay, tomorrow we are going to take up the topic of the multi-purpose projects. Okay, for your better understanding, whatever we have done till today, make sure that you read carefully. Watch the video not once, maybe twice or thrice if required. Okay, till then, good luck. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Thank you, children.